Alright, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Ultimate Dirt TV. The World of Thunder Short Track Nasties Birthday Bash continues here on this Sunday evening. My name is Brett Wheeler. Thank you for joining us as we turn our attention to the 360 winged sprint cars here at the Volusia Speedway Park. AJ Haynes, welcome in again. Welcome back, buddy. Yes, if you're talking about Logan Schuhart, yes, I was there for the Scott Daly Classic. Yes, that was a fantastic night. Bryce, no worries. I hope you enjoy it. It'll take a little bit to get used to it. Once you get used to it, it is fine. Anyhow, continuing on from the super late model, from what we just seen here at the Volusia Speedway Park, where Shad Prescott picked up a mere $200 for leading all 60 laps in the main event. Of course, we've got a similar race program up on the cards next for you. We are going to have, there's not going to be a C main. There is, however, going to be two B mains. Of course, the top 7, I believe, will once again make it through into the A main. We've already locked in 4 drivers from the dash. So we're going to see 2 B mains, a dash, and then, of course, that'll be all running the qualifying session. And then right after that is we get into the 40-lap main event. And once again, a big thanks to the World of Thunder guys who have put up this prize money on offer for everyone, or for these drivers, in fact, to try and pick up a little extra cash. Of course, the payout for the 360s tonight is going to be exact same as the Super Late models. $200 to win, $100 for second, $75 for third, fourth will grab $45. You get fifth, you'll grab $40, $35 for sixth, $30 for seventh, $25 for eighth, 9th and 10th will each pick up $20 a piece. 11th and 12th you will get $15, and if you finish 13th on back, you will get your $10 back. Of course, the entry fee was $10 to put on this one, but of course a lot of prize money being put up by the guys at the World of Thunder. Doc Smith, welcome in, and welcome in everybody. In regards to everybody in the chat rooms, of course, we are live across Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer. If you're watching on, or no matter where you're watching on, make sure you hit the like and follow button, hit the subscribe button, and of course, don't forget to hit that share button. Of course, big news as well. In fact, just right after the super late models, of course, we did announce earlier on that a new sponsorship agreement has come aboard with Turbo Tees. So big thanks to the guys at Turbo Tees for coming on board here with Ultimate Dirt TV for the remainder of the season. But even better news is that right after the super late model event, and of course we just clicked over the 1,600 likes and of course 2,000 followers on our Facebook page. So thank you very much for being a part of the community here at Ultimate Dirt TV. It is much appreciated. And up until probably 3 months ago, the first 9 months, we didn't really do any kind of self-promoting, didn't do any promoting that we were live. It was all just spread out via the word of mouth. And of course, over the past 3 months, our numbers have just grown incredible. So thank you very much for the support. It is much appreciated. And we hope to continue to seeing you here on the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook page, or Ultimate Dirt TV broadcast, I should say. Thank you, Taylor. Much appreciated, buddy. Thank you, AJ. Well, if you want to keep up to date with what's going on here at Ultimate Dirt TV, you can always check out our website. That was built last week. In fact, I spent a good 4 or 5 days on that one. You can check it out at www.ultimatedirttv.com. On there, you can a live video feed to our YouTube channel where you can watch, and of course, no matter where you're watching, all of it is in 1080p HD. It's all in the highest of quality. You can keep up to date with our schedule and what's going on, what we've got, you know, on a nightly basis. Of course, all times on the broadcast are in US Eastern Standard Times. You can keep up to date with our sponsors there on the sponsors page. You can, of course, check out their website by clicking on the image. That'll take you directly to their website, or you can check out their social media pages underneath the images on the sponsors screen as well. Of course, big thanks to Wicked Cushion, Simworks Performance, World of Thunder Iracing League, BK Designs, JR Productions and Media. Of course, I've got to give a mention to Evil One Graphics, who did our logos here on Ultimate Dirt TV. And of course, did our cover photo as well. They're not only good, they're evil. And of course, our new one, as I said, we've just come on board, Turbo Tees. You can check them out on the World Wide Web as well, turbotees.com. You can check them out on Facebook and Instagram at Turbo Tees Apparel, it is. Give them a like, give them a follow while you're there. While you're on our website, you can check out our previous race videos over the past couple of weeks as well. You just click on the race video tabs. There is a, if you want to get in contact with us, you can use the form there, or you can message our Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook page directly. We're not too far away, hopefully, from getting into the first part of the 360 Sprint Car evening. Dylan, thank you very much for the follow on Twitch. Much appreciated. Hope you enjoy your stay here. Of course, not only do we do the broadcast here on Ultimate Dirt TV, but we're also looking at doing some personal streams that this week. It's, in fact, the week's almost over, but we not a real big fan of Knoxville, so we do the occasional personal stream. Doc, subscribed on Facebook and YouTube, thank you. In fact, I'm just trying to look at our YouTube page. In fact, I'm just trying to figure out how many subscribers we got, because, of course, like I said, we hadn't really done a whole lot of YouTube stuff. We did, you know, do the Facebook page for the longest of times, but you know, since we got, you know, all the HD stuff and, you know, producing the highest quality of broadcast, we have been going to YouTube as well, and our numbers are increasing on that one at the moment. We're only small on YouTube, but hopefully we are going to continue to grow on the YouTube side of things. So you can check us out at www.youtube.com/UltimateDirtTV. We're about 358 subscribers on there, so thank you to those people. For the people that have been sharing this video, thank you very much for the support. And of course, like I said, we hope to continue bringing you action. We've been going for about a year, and it's been a one-man army since we initially started this one a little over a year ago. So it's not only a happy birthday to us here at Ultimate Dirt TV, but of course it's a happy birthday to the World of Thunder Iracing League. Their birthday bash celebrating 1 year as well, providing the highest quality of leagues. No, I don't have over 90k YouTube subscribers. That would be the that'd be a dream, you know, but I can't see that happening just yet anyway. Like all good things, they take time. So with the birthday bash for the 360 Sprint Cars, of course, you've just seen the super late models finish up a little over an hour ago. There's still plenty of action throughout the rest of the week. Tomorrow night here on Ultimate Dirt TV, the iRacing PA posse head to the Williams Grove Speedway, the 410 Sprint Cars. It'll be about 8:30 Eastern. We'll be live on all the platforms again. But of course, on Tuesday and Wednesday night, we come back to the Volusia Speedway Park for more World of Thunder Short Track Nasties Birthday Bash. The street stocks on the Tuesday night. Wednesday night, night one, the UMP Modifieds. And then the Thursday night. Now, this is where it gets tricky, because I believe we are trying to get the time brought forward so I can cover that one, because at a certain time I do have to go over and produce on the LSR TV side of things. So we are in talks with admins and stuff like that to try and get that broadcasted here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Of course, Steve McMillan, Greg Sager, Isaiah Droud, Jeremy Freeman, Brent Hobson, all the guys behind the scenes. They do a fantastic job of promoting and putting on these races on a weekly basis. They race 4 nights a week. They run the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. In fact, the Monday nights, I think their midget series has just finished up, but Sunday nights are super late models, 360s. Tuesday nights are the street stocks, and of course the Wednesday nights the UMP Modifieds Fix Series as well. So if you want to get involved with the World of Thunder, check them out on the web at www.wotrl.com, or you can message the World of Thunder Iracing League page. You'll find the link directly to their page in the title description on our Facebook feed. Or you can directly go to our website at ultimateearthtv.com, click on the sponsors tab and click on the World of Thunder logo. It'll take you directly to their webpage. There's a Facebook icon underneath as well that can take you to their Facebook page. Less than 2 minutes of this practice session left, and then of course we are going to get set into B main number 1. I believe we're going to run dash and then B main number 2. So we've still got a lot of racing to come here tonight from the Volusia Speedway Park. You see cars on track at the moment. Earlier on, Braden Isler has set the fastest lap time. Jeremy Zarfos and Kyle King, your top 3. Josh Steinke was 4th. And 5th was Michael Sheridan. So the Team SETI guys are out in full force again tonight. 4 of those drivers make up the top 5, and the only other driver inside of that top 5 is a teammate of mine in the Black Diamonds Motorsports 077 of Joshua Steinke. So I wish Josh the best of luck, and hopefully we'll be able to chat to him later on. Of course, we'll try and get with a few of the drivers after the B mains and after the dashes and stuff like that, just in between the downtime, in between the breaks here, and see what the drivers have to say. Let us know who you're cheering for as well. If you're watching a certain driver, or if you're keeping an eye on a particular driver, who is your favourite driver, who you're cheering on for, let us know in the chat. We've got the 3 chats up. We've got Twitch, YouTube and Facebook, so we can keep an eye on what's going on. Of course, a big thanks to our sponsors. Again, Wicked Cushion. You can check them out on the web at www.wicked-cushion.com. You can check them out on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all that stuff. Simworks Performance, check them out on Facebook, along with BK Designs, JR Productions and Media. You can check them out on Facebook as well. World of Thunder Iracing League, check them out on Facebook. Cool, check them out on the website as well. And of course, our new one today that we've just announced a couple of hours ago, Turbo Tees, turbotees.com. That's turbotees.com, or Turbo Tees Apparel on Facebook and Instagram. Alright, Doc. Well, good luck to Josh Collins. Hopefully we'll see him in the main event. Alright, so I am being told that up first is going to be our dash. And the 4 cars in tonight's dash, starting on pole, it will be the 17 of Kyle Keane. Lining up on his outside in the 077, it'll be Joshua Steinke. Looking like lining up out of position 3. In cut of a 29, Taylor Howe. And the 16 of Dylan Hauser brings up the 4th car in this one. So if it's like the Super Late models, it'll be 6 laps in distance. How they finish this is how these 4 drivers will start positions 1, 2, 3 and 4 in tonight's main event. Keane and Steinke on the front row. Trying not to play favourites here, but keep an eye on the guy on the outside of the front row. I'll tell you what, the pole sitter Kyle Keane, he was phenomenal last night, picking up the victory in the 360 part of the night. Here we go. Green flag is out. 6 laps. We're underway in tonight's dash. Into 1 and 2 we go. Using the slider line was Kyle Keane. Here comes Steinke back up the inside. Side by side into turn number 3 and 4. Steinke leads down low. Hauser around into the wall. We stay green on lap number 1, and it's Josh Steinke leading through turns 1 and 2 on the second lap. Kyle Keane, and they check up with the yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow for the first time tonight in the World of Thunder Short Track Nasties birthday bash for the 360 Sprint cars. There was contact between Taylor Howe and Dylan Hauser. So 1 down, 5 to go. In fact, they're going to go back to the original starting position. So they're going to wind the clock back 6 laps the distance. So once again, we'll try this one more time, seeing as though it happened in turns 3 and 4 on lap 1. So Steinke on the outside of Kyle Keane. Keane needs to be aggressive on this start. Here we go, off of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Once again, Kyle Keane. This time, he's got a way better launch going into turn number 1 and 2. He gets straight to the middle of the racetrack. Steinke once again looks to the inside, down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Steinke down low. Keane through the middle of the racetrack, side by side, but it's going to be Keane this time going to lead lap number 1. Into 1 and 2 we go. Steinke right down low, sliding to the top of the racetrack on the exit of turn number 2. Continues to work the bottom side of the racetrack, but it is Kyle Keane out in front. 2 in the books of this 6th lap dash. Keane looking to continue the momentum that he's gathered from last night and bring it into tonight, halfway home. And Keane is really starting to pull away right now. Fastest lap with the 14.291. Steinke's fastest with the 14.394. Keane out in front with 2 laps to go. We go on board with Kyle Keane. White flag is out one more time around the racetrack. Kyle Keane just dominating here so far in this dash. And could this be a sign of things to come through turn number 3 and 4? Checkers should be out. Kyle Keane, he gets the win. Second, going to go to Joshua Steinke. Third goes to Hauser. Fourth is going to be Taylor Howe in car number 29. Well done to Kyle Keane. He will start on pole for tonight's A main. In fact, we're going to try and get a word with some of these drivers. In the middle of while the B main lineup. In fact, we'll do it after the B main. We'll chat with Kyle. All right, so our first B main coming out onto the racetrack right now. And your Wicked Cushions starting grid looks like this. Starting on pole in car number 7, it'll be Josh Close. Lining up on his outside in car number 73, Nicholas McGeethy. On the inside of the second row in car number 27, that'll be Benji Killian. On his outside in car number 2, Isaiah Dowd. 46 car not here tonight, so that's going to move the 22 of Mason Hannigan up into position number 5. Starting position 6 in the 181, it's Brent Hobson. Starting position 7 in car number 30. I'm waiting on these cars to get into their correct spot. No, in fact, it's going to be Jeremy Zarfos alongside Dylan Mirando. He's in the server. Michael Sheridan will start alongside Jeremy Hobson. And one of our final cars is going to be the 26 of Tyler Domain. $15 laps to distance here in tonight's B-Main. Josh Close and Nicholas McGeethy. I think they'll go around one more time. In fact, they will. Top 7 to tonight's A-Main. Looks like there is 11 cars on track, so 4 of these drivers will not make the main event. Here we go. Green flag off of turn number 4. Josh Close and Nicholas McGeethy in car number 73. Let's see who will get the start off of turn number 4. Green flag is out and we are underway in B-Main number 1. That's going to be Josh Close getting to the top side of the racetrack through turn number 1 and 2. Drivers continue to go 2 and almost 3 wide down the back straight away. You're going to keep an eye on Jeremy Zarfos and Michael Sheridan. They're going to make their way from the back of the field right now. Remember, top 7 go through. Right now, it is Zarfos in the 8th spot as he looks to get around the outside of the 30 car of Dylan Mirando, and he does so. Oh no, Hobson and Zarfos. Zarfos 360, he keeps it going, but the caution flag has flown here in B-Main number 1. Alright, CJ Campbell, hopefully we get to see that here on Ultimate Dirt TV in the coming weeks. So your race leader in car number 7 is Josh Close. Second is Nicholas McGeethy. Benji Killian in 3rd. Mason Hannigan 4th. 5th is Isaiah Dowd. 6th is Dylan Mirando. 7th is Jeremy Hobson. And you go back to Michael Sheridan in 8th. 9th, Tyler Domain. And then you have Jeremy Zarfos and Brent Hobson to round out the field here in B-Main number 1. Lineup looks good. We should be green flag racing off of turn number 4 this time by. So we did get a couple of laps in the books. Josh Close picks up the pace. Green off of turn 4 once again. Single file restarts for B-Main number 1. They all get to the top in turns 1 and 2, but here comes the 15 of Michael Sheridan on the inside of Jeremy Hobson through turns 3 and 4. Picks up the slide job and picks up another spot as Michael Sheridan moves his way to position 7, that is. So with the ticker not working correctly, it's just a matter of trying to count the cars. And oh, Sheridan in 7th spot at the moment. Meanwhile, just in front of him is Dylan Mirando and of course Isaiah Dowd. Isaiah Dowd rides in the 5th spot, rides to the top of the racetrack in turn 3 and 4. Mirando looks for the slide job. Oh, Mirando upside down in a big way. Isaiah Dowd caught up involved in that one. Yellow, yellow, yellow. And how about the 30 car? Gets it back on all 4s. And for the second time in tonight's B-Main. Now, of course, caution laps, I believe, are counting as well. So These guys need to make sure that they are in line correctly. So it's not like the caution laps in the A main where they have the pace truck out. It's all done manually. Hence the reason why the ticker up the top has no effect at the moment. Of course, that will fix itself up when we roll into the race part of the server. At the moment, because it is running the qualifying time, so we can get the B main, or both B mains and the dash races run. Josh Close, your race leader, continuing to lead this field. Nicholas McGeethy in second. Third, the 27 of Benji Killian. Fourth, Mason Hannigan. Fifth is now Michael Sheridan. Sixth belongs to Jeremy Hobson. And your seventh car and your seventh and final transferee at the moment is Jeremy Zarfos in the 51. Eighth is Brent Hobson. And ninth is going to be Tyler Domain. And 10th will be Isaiah Droude. Here we go. Pace starts to pick up the car before the storm. Josh Close leads the field off turn number 4 once again. Restart number 2 here in tonight's B main. Watching your second place driver Nicholas McGeethy in car number 73. He's got somewhat a little bit of a pressure here from the 27 of Killian in the pink and black machine. We go back to Mason Hannigan riding in that 4th spot. He's got Sheridan all over the rear crash bar of that 22. In the 1 and 2 we go. They all ride above the slick in 1 and 2 down the back straight away. They do the same in turns 3 and 4. So the track not quite slick enough to where it should be to make this track somewhat of a 2-lane racetrack. It will get there. It's just a matter of time. Watching Sheridan. Here comes Zarfos in the Wicked Energy Gum Team SETI car number 51. Here is Sheridan down low on Hannigan. He can't make the move. He has to follow him through 3 and 4. Right now, Josh Close, the fastest car on the racetrack. With a 14.5. 14.57 won't be exact. McGeethy with a 14.584. Watching Hannigan and Sheridan continue to fight it out for 4th and 5th. There's nothing in it between the two as they make their way into turn number 3 and 4. Sheridan dies down low on the exit of turn 4. He can't get it done just yet. Down low into 1 and 2. He's got the run down the back straightaway. Michael Sheridan now slides to through the middle of the racetrack, just above the slick line. But it's Josh Close still out in front. Watch the leader right now into turn number 3 and 4. McGeethy not too far away from the back of that 7 machine. And I just get the feeling right now, McGeethy starting to turn faster lap times down to the bottom in 1 and 2. In fact, using the slide job line. Both drivers, checkered flag is out. Close gets the win from McGeethy. 3rd goes to Killian. 4th is going to be Sheridan. 5th goes to Hannigan. 6th was Jeremy Zarfos. And 7th and final transfer getting a spot in tonight's A main in the 378 will be Jeremy Hobson. Cars missing out, Isaiah Droude and Brent Hobson. And of course, Tyler Domain missing out along with Dylan Mirando. Those 4 drivers are going to find themselves watching from pit road or watching the Ultimate Dirt TV streams, whether they go on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch or Mixer. Mixer's there just for the fun of it. Alright, B main. Right, so we wait for B main number 2 cars to come out onto the racetrack right now. Mustang Man Beast, thank you very much for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Hope you enjoy the coverage here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Trying to get our B main lineup, and is meant to look like Blake Cannon and Keith Hackney on the front row. Seth Chaney, Steve McMillan, DJ Kilinowski, Mitch Stiles, Johnson and Strickler, Faria, Turchi, Brandon Igo, Isla and Collins are the cars that are meant to start this B main number 2. So Blake Cannon in the 44 will start alongside Keith Hackney. You go back to the 99 of Seth Chaney and Brett Strickler, DJ Kilinowski, the Rockstar, alongside car number 31. That is Michael Stefan. Cody Turchi alongside, Cody Turchi in the 09, alongside the 10 of John Johnson. Brad Faria in the Fast 4 Media. Entry in what number he is tonight. In the 270. Braden Nyla along here on his outside. Then you go back to the 67 of Brandon Igo and the 18 of Josh Collins. Oh, Mustang. Well, good luck on Iracing. Be careful. Be safe and be smooth. And most importantly, have fun. Alright, Blake Cannon in the DC Solar car number 44 alongside Keith Hackney in car number 69 on the outside of the front row. We'll go around one more time. That was a very slow pace, just making sure the field is tightened up. Let's get them tight, let's get them right, and send them on their way. B main number 2, the final 7 drivers will make up the A main here in about 15 minutes time. Blake Cannon and Keith Hackney in row number 1. Pace slowly starts to pick up here. Green flag off of turn number 4. And we are racing in B main number 2. And Blake Cannon going to get to the early race lead over Keith Hackney. Battle on between Seth Chaney and Brett Strickler. Strickler now moves into position number 3. Chaney back to position 4. Kilinowski and Turchi side by side off of turn number 4. Here comes Kilinowski down low looking for the slide job. He's not going to get anything right now because here comes Braden Noller up the inside, making it 3 wide into turn number 3 and 4. Kilinowski gets out of the throttle. Braden Noller, Chaney, they make a little contact. Chaney gets the cushion on the entry into turn number 1, and that rockets at 99 in front of Kilinowski, but Braden Nyla quickly moving into position number 4. Strickler all over the back of Keith Hackney as they make their way into 1 and 2. The top 3 right at the top of the racetrack. Braden Nyla in 4th, running the bottom side of the racetrack. Here we go, down the back straight away. Braden Nyla is coming after your top 3 drivers right now and doing so on the bottom of the speedway. Strickler down low into turn number 1 and 2. He's going to stay down there and try and run the line that Braden Nyla is running. But this time, Braden Nyla going to go up top in turn number 3 and 4. Your race for the lead, Hackney and Cannon. Cannon slide job line through turn number 1 and 2. Hackney, can he pull it underneath him now? Strickler on the inside of Hackney. Strickler down low. Yellow, yellow, yellow. AJ, in regards to that question, the simple answer would be that it's probably causing the family too much pain and grief. And it's been 10 years and 3 months since he had passed away in a terrible accident at the racetrack. And I know because I remember that night and happened right in front of me. I'll never forget it. But yeah, that's just the simple answer, is because probably causing too much grief and pain on the family each time the year rolls around. So right now it is Blake Cannon in the 44 out in front from Keith Hackney, Brett Strickler, Braden Nyler, Seth Cheney in 5th, 6th DJ Kilinowski, 7th is going to be John Johnson in the DSR number 17. And you go back to Brandon Igo, Josh Collins in 9th, 10th is going to be Cody Turchi, and Brad Faria rounds out the 11 car field. No worries, AJ. Pace pickings up once again. Blake Cannon leads the field off for turn number 4. And the battle is on for the motor placings right now. Braden Nyler moving into position 2 momentarily, but Brett Strickler, he powers back around the outside. Isla down low into 1 and 2. He looks to slide up and take the line away from Strickler, and he will do so, but Strickler going to go back to the top side of the speedway in turn number 3 and 4. Isla continues to work down low. Bottom 1 and 2, maybe top 3 and 4. Cannon, your race leader from Isla. And then you go back to Brett Strickland there. It's exactly where Braden Isla goes. Bottom 1 and 2, top 3 and 4. The fastest way around this racetrack for the time being. They all run the bottom of the speedway and they get to the middle on the exit of turn number 2 on this weirdly D-shaped oval of a racetrack. Big half a mile as well. Cannon continues to lead this field. Isla, Strickler, Hackney back to position 4. Kilinowski 5th. John Johnson in 6th. 7th is Seth Cheney. Here comes Brad Faria in the 270. Got the 17 car there of Collins, I believe that is. No, that is in the 18 car. In fact, that might have been the 18 car. Is that the 81? It's hard to see when it keeps blinking in and out. It's probably going to be the 67. It is a Brandon Igo. So no change up front. Blake Cannon still the race leader. And we are winding down here in B main number 2. Blake Cannon looking for the B main win in B main number 2. 2, 3 and 4 we go. Isla's starting to catch him. He's not going to have enough time, I don't think, because we are certainly inside of the last 5 laps. Of course, with no ticker or no lap counter, it's hard to know what lap we are actually on, but the DC Solar car number 44 of Blake Cannon. Got some few blinking issues there, but nothing to be too worried about right now because Braden Nyler can have another shot on the top of the racetrack. He's not close enough. And there is the checkered flag. Time is out. The laps are complete. Blake Cannon with the win. Second goes to Braden Nyler. Third going to be Brett Strickler. Fourth, Keith Hackney. Rounding up the top 5 goes to DJ Kilinowski. John Johnson in the 10 will grab 6th. And your 7th and final transfer in car number 99, it'll be Seth Cheney. These drivers will not advance. Cody Turnchy in the 09, Brad Ferrier in the 270. And of course, Brandon Igo, Josh Collins not making the show either. So well done to your top 7, and well done to Blake Cannon on picking up the B-Main win. Let's go and chat with a couple of the drivers at the moment, see how they're feeling towards this race. Go and chat with the driver that will start on pole in car number 17, Kyle King. Kyle, first of all, congratulations on the dash win. You start on pole for this 40 lap main event. What's it going to take to find victory lane here tonight again?
It's gonna take a lot. I got a lot of really fast cars behind me tonight, so I'm definitely have to be on top of my game tonight the whole way throughout the race. So it'll definitely be fun. There's a lot of heavy competition behind me, so we'll see how it goes.
You're one of the first cars on the track, racing wise in the dash. Have you been watching the B main? You've been watching what the track has done, and if you have, are you going to make any adjustments from when you went out in your dash?
Yeah, I'll probably make a couple adjustments for the feature. Definitely a slicked off since the last time I was on the track, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, I make the right adjustments. I tend to struggle here with the adjustments, so see how.
Right, good luck in the main event. We know you're about to roll off shortly, and you never know, you might have a shot at winning $200 here in about 40 laps time.
All right, thanks. Hopefully, I see you at the end.
There we go, Kyle Keane now, one of the drivers, going to start on the pole position. We're going to chat with the driver that's going to start on his outside. In the 077, it's going to be Josh Steinke. Josh, you start on the outside of the front row. You had a bit of luck at the start of that dash, but it got called back and you got unable to get the start. I mean, what's it going to take to put this 077 in victory lane tonight?
Just stay consistent, stay off the wall, stay out of the slick, and just try to keep the momentum going as much as I can around this track. It's going to be my only hope to keep up with Kyle.
Now, without giving anything away, because, well, I've already made it clear that you are a teammate of mine, are you going to make any adjustments from when you first went out in that dash?
Actually, no, not at all. I stuck with the bottom. Didn't have enough fuel in it, so I tried to save as much as I could and wanted to make sure I just got that outside position, and I'll have enough fuel in this time, so I'll be able to give her.
All right, well, look, it's 40 laps. Anything can happen, and we wish you the best of luck going forward.
Thanks.
There we go, Josh Steinke there. We'll start on the outside of the front row. Let's go and chat with some of these other drivers here. As we are just waiting on race control, they're saying 60 seconds and they will roll the server over. So with that being said, we're going to chat with a couple of the drivers here that made the show here. We'll chat with Michael Sheridan. Michael, congratulations on transferring from the B to the A. It's a long way back here in about 11th spot, but do you think you got the car to take? Yeah, do you think you got the car to win this thing tonight?
Well, I certainly hope so. Feels pretty good. Been working on it a little bit off and on today, but yeah, I think it's going to be pretty good.
All right, well, look, I won't keep too much of your time. I know you're just about to grid, so good luck, and you never know, hopefully we get to chat to you later on.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Brett.
There we go, Michael Sheridan. We were going to chat to Jeremy Zarfos as well, but since these drivers are just about to get on the racetrack, we won't sort of interrupt them and let them get in the zone and get focused for the next 40 laps. Now, what they're going to do, if you're just joining us here for the first time, they're going to roll around behind the Iracing official pace truck when they get the initial green flag. That will not be the start of the race. It is going to show 45 laps on the ticker on the top left where it says gridding. Those first 5 laps are to get the drivers correctly placed into their correct starting positions. Once they are in their correct starting positions, the drivers will then be told to line up and do a 4 wide salute. Once the 4 wide salute is done, they will roll around for one more lap, and then we'll go on lap 5 of 45. That's when they should go. Just like they did in the super late models. It's the exact same thing, except now just with the sprint cars. So we aren't too far away from getting these cars on track and rolling off for tonight's 40-lap main event here in the World of Thunder Short Track Nasties Birthday Bash here at the Volusia Speedway Park, of course, live right here on Ultimate TV. And a reminder that tonight, these drivers have all got a chance at winning some money, or at least getting some money back for starting this one, because, well, if you finish 13th to 18th, you get your money back, the entry fee of $10. If you finish 11th or 12th, you will grab yourself 15. The top 10, 9th, 10th and 9th will grab themselves $25. If you finish 8th, you grab 25. If you finish 7th, you will grab 30. If you finish 6th, you get 35. If you finish in the top 5, for your 5th spot, you grab $40. 4th will grab 45, and this is where it jumps up just a little bit. The top 3, if you come home in 3rd place, you earn yourself $75. If you come away with a 2nd place finish, you will earn yourself $100. And of course, if you pick up the main event win here this evening after leading the 40th lap, you will earn $200. So big thanks to the guys at World of Thunder for not only this, but, you know, putting up the prize money as well. And of course, don't forget Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, street stocks and UMP modifieds right here at the Volusia Speedway Park. Of course, Tuesday and Wednesday we will be confirmed live here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Thursday night, of course, we are trying to get the time moved forward just so we can get this Thursday night UMP modified finale broadcasted for these guys. Alright, let us know who you think's going to win. Who you're cheering for. You'll see the names rolling up on the top of the screen. Let's go through them. We've got Blake Cannon, DJ Kilinowski, Nicholas McGeethy, Josh Close, Braden Isler, Jeremy Zarfos, Michael Sheridan, Kyle Keane, Benji Killian, Jeremy Hobson, Josh Steinke, Brett Strickler, John Johnson, Mason Hannigan, Taylor Howell, Seth Cheney, Keith Hackney. There is a bunch of cars as these drivers are now making their way towards the front of the field as we get set to get these cars into their correct positions. And once they do so, already you'll see these drivers move into the greatest sight in all of motorsports. You see the cars splitting the first 4 rows. They split inside and outside. Ladies and gentlemen, it is showtime! These drivers embark on a 4-wide salute, the greatest sight in all of motorsports. You one of the best, you got them 4 abreast. It is the World of Thunder Birthday Bash. The greatest sight in all of motorsports. That's the driver's way of thanking you, the fans, tuning in here this evening. Look at that 4 wide. These drivers are putting on a spectacle right now. They will break formation. Next time by, I believe we are going green. $200 on the line to your winner. 100 for second, 75 for third, 45 for fourth, and 40 to finish in position number 5. Kyle Keane alongside Joshua Steinke on the front row. Drivers getting set. We are about to go. Let's get naughty for 40. Kyle Keane, Josh Steinke, the pace pickens. Green flag is out and we're underway. Here in the World of Thunder, short track Nasties birthday bash for the 360 Sprint Cars. And Kyle Keane going to lead out of turn number 2. Josh Steinke up on the outside, looking for the race lead outside, inside. The battle is on. Steinke up on the inside. Kyle Keane leads lap number 1. Here comes Steinke with a slide jump and picks up the race lead down the back straightaway. But Kyle Keane straight back to the inside into turn number 3 and 4. Great battle going on for about 4th or 5th. They are 2 wide at the moment. But Josh Steinke will lead lap number 2 and he gets to the front. Kyle Keane second. Make that third right now because, well, Taylor Howell into position 4, then behind him, Braden Eiler on the inside, battling it out with the 44 of Blake Cannon. Eiler and Cannon run side by side, high and low right now. Eiler moving into position number 5 on the bottom side of the racetrack. Uh-oh, Taylor Howell. Oh no, car into the wall, the 73 of Nicholas McGeeth, the yellow, yellow, yellow. Oh, the 73, Nicholas McGeeth. Let's take a look at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. So the Top Gun, the black and blue, number 73. Just cars checked up in front of him. He caught the back of Brett Strickler. He had nowhere to go. Cannon got into the back of Howe. He checked up. Strickler had checked up as well. On board. Nicholas McGeeth in this one just quickly. This is how quickly it happens. And he would be gutted right now. Literally no time to react. So that brings out our first caution of tonight's A-Main. And Josh Steinke, your race leader. Lights are out on the pace truck. Single file. 33 laps left to run, so we get 4 laps in before we see caution number 1. So each time there's a caution, we generally lose 3-4 laps, depending on where the caution flag comes out. Alright, Steinke gets on the loud paddle. We're back underway. 33 remains. Steinke with a good start. Kyle Keane looking to pick up position number 2. He's got his teammate Braden Eiler as they move down the back straight away, side by side. Eiler quickly moving into position number 3, running the bottom side, much like we've seen him do in the B main. Down the bottom, challenge for the race lead. Dylan Hauser to the front. Steinke back through the middle and Braden Eiler down on the bottom side of the racetrack. 3 wide for your race lead. Oh, Braden Eiler up the inside. He's going to pick up the race lead down the back straightaway. Hauser up on his outside. Steinke move him back to position number 3. Eiler, oh no, he got the door slammed shut going into turn number 1. He gets back to the front by a car length as they make their way into turn number 3 and 4. Nothing in between your top 2 right now. Third place is Steinke. We go back to Kyle Keane. Isla looking once again down low. Track right now is very, very even. Isla and Hauser. Isla puts the slider in 3 and 4. Hauser works down low. This time Isla, he wants to be on the cushion. That's where he is most comfortable. Can he get the run off a turn 4? Hauser going to slide up. Isla around the outside. Man, that took some guts and balls, if you don't mind. That was a risky move for the race lead. But so far, it's paid off. 25 to go. Steinke now looks down low on the exit of turn number 4. Of Hauser into 1 and 2. Hauser rides the cushion. Yellow, yellow, yellow. 73 of McGeethy again. Looks like Blake Cannon back on pit road. Let's take a look at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. Here is the 44 now. Bear with me because this car is blinking. Puts a slider on McGeethy, but McGeethy just ran out of room. There goes the 44 upside down, but McGeethy as well. Let's once again we'll take a look from the roll bar on that one. Just squeezed him up and McGeethy. Caution flag number 2, Braden Isla. A real risky move to get around the outside of the 16 in turns 3 and 4. And he made it stick, he made it work. Paul Montague, thank you very much for the subscription on YouTube, buddy. Appreciate it. Welcome. Lights on the pace truck turn off. 21 left to run. So we are almost at the halfway stage, and let's quickly take a look at your JR Productions and Media results at the halfway stage. Braden Isla, Dylan Hauser, Josh Steinke, Brett Strickler, Kyle Keane, your top 5, Taylor Howe, Josh Close, Michael Sheridan, Jeremy Zarfos, and Keith Hackney, your top 10. That's the way they run, mirroring the halfway stage of this one. Pace truck is in. Isla goes in 3, 2, 1. Now he gets on the gas and we're back underway. Immediately straight to the top in turn number 1 and 2. Hauser down low. Steinke follows Isla on the top side of the racetrack. Isla continues to lead through turn number 3 and 4, and they are getting higher and higher on the racetrack. Very difficult, especially on the exit of turn number 4. Slider line from Hauser. No, Charles. No hard charger. If you want to sponsor it, let us know. Now Strickler, he's into position 4 right now. Slider from Steinke to pick up position number 2. Hauser back to his inside. Yellow, yellow, yellow. This time it's a 378 of Jeremy Hobson. Let's take a look at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. See what happened here. Keep an eye on the orange and black car. See, he's got the wing tugged back just a little bit. Went to the bottom side. Oh, just catches the inside wall. Unfortunately, he got the 22 of Mason Hannigan as well. And once again, some more onboard shots. you're thinking at that stage, you know what I mean? Like, unfortunately for Hannigan, he was just the wrong place at the wrong time. Here we go, back live. 15 laps remaining. In the World of Thunder Short Track Nasties birthday bash for the 360 sprint cars. Top 3, Braden Eitler, Dylan Hauser, Josh Steinke, Brett Strickler, and Taylor Howe. Your top 5. Green flag is back out, 15 to run. Braden Eitler straight to the outside of the racetrack. Howes almost catches the wall through turn number 1 and 2. Steinke, he stays high in 3 and 4. So does Brett Strickler. Taylor Howe running the bottom side of the racetrack. Your top 4 on the outside. And look at Taylor Howe as well, looking up on the inside of Brett Strickler for 4, sorry. Steinke down low into turn number 3 and 4, running the bottom side. Does he get the run? He pulls up alongside the 16. Slider from Steinke. Hauser crosses the back underneath. They both rail the cushion in 3 and 4. Strickler continues to work the bottom of the speedway. Slider line from Hauser into 1 and 2 in front of Steinke. Steinke's got the run down the back straight away. He now goes to the bottom side, picks up second momentarily. Can he get it at the line? No. Hauser back in front. There's a 10th in between the pair. And they are 7/10 of a second off. Oh, Hauser jumps the cushion. And that leaves the top side open. Slider, and here comes Steinke back to the inside. Trying to shut the door on him. It doesn't work on Steinke. Look at Strickler now looking to move into position number 3. Slider from Strickler. Hauser crosses underneath you. Oh, they come together. Look at the 4-wide battle right now behind the 16 of Hauser. Look at this swarm of cars right now. All the oh no, Strickler and Hackney. Hackney does a 360, keeps it going. We stay green. You wouldn't read about it. 7 to go. This time by Zarfos moves up in front of Taylor Howe. Look at Kyle Keane. Unfortunately, he's not having the race that he would like to. He was fast in the dash. He picked up the win last night. Can Howe, Keane, or Zarfos, can they run down your third place driver? We'll find out in the next 6 laps. Zarfos through the middle using the slider line in turns 1 and 2. Keane and Howe side by side. 5 laps to run via race leader Braden Eitler. 2.5 miles away from victory. Of course, when we get to 4 laps left, there is the point of no return. So let's go back up and have a look at Braden Eitler. We now reach the point of no return. If the caution flag flies, he will be declared your race winner. Three laps to go for Braden Eitler. He's 1.5 seconds ahead of Joshua Steinke. And unless something really bad happens to that 05 machine, I can't see him not being in victory lane. 2 laps to go. We watch Josh Steinke trying to chase down Braden Eitler. He's picked up a 10.5 in a lap, but he's going to need to do more than that. He's going to need 7/10 of a second per lap if he's going to have a shot. White flag is out. One more time. We will finish under green. The leader has gotten the white flag. Out of turn number 2 and down the back straight away for the final time. The World of Thunder Short Track Nasty Birthday Bash 360 winner. It goes to the young gunner, Braden Eitler. Second going to go to Joshua Steinke. Third will be Dylan Hauser at the line for 4th. He's going to go to Jeremy Zarfos, and Brett Strickler comes home with a 5th place finish. Braden Hyler is a happy camper right now. The fireworks go off. Let's take a look at your JR Productions and Media finishing results. Braden Hyler in the 05 comes away with a victory after starting in position number 8. What a drive by the 05. Josh Steinke home in second. Hauser home in third. Fourth going to go to Jeremy Zarfos. Brett Strictly, your top 5. Taylor Howell, Michael Sheridan, Kyle Keane, Benji Killian rounds out the top 10. We look over the page. Josh Close, Keith Hackney, and Jeremy Hobson. Then you go back to John Johnson, Mason Hannigan, Nicholas McGeethy, Seth Cheney, and Blake Cannon were your 18 finishers in this one. We'll go down trackside here in just a moment and chat with your top 3. And we're going to start it off with our third place finisher here tonight. He had a good run home in third. He's going to be Dylan Hauser. Yep. Dylan, congratulations on third. Man, it was a heck of a drive from you, and man, a heck of a race overall.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I'm terrible in sprint cars, but we had some contact with dude in second, and I think it damaged my car a little bit. So we'll take third and just be happy with third.
Late in the race, there was some contact with another car, but you know, you managed to keep it straight. In third place, you picked yourself up a nice little $75 paycheck as well.
Yeah, I didn't mean to get in the Strickler there, but he threw a slider, and I was nowhere left but to go through the slick, and I just got loose and came up into his lane. And sucks for him. I apologize. Not much I could have did there. When you go through the slick and these things, with 20 gallons of fuel, it's a handful and a half. So I apologize. Leaders ran a great race. Sucks. We just took the lead and then got ran over top of, but it is what it is.
All right. Before we let you get out of here, sponsor shout out to makes it all happen for you.
TTL Esports, you guys are awesome, and thanks for Steven to put this whole race on.
All right, we're going to go down the line and chat with our second place driver tonight in the 07070. Start on the outside of the front row and comes home second. Josh, congratulations on second. You had the lead there at the start of the race, but unfortunately you got driven back by, and it was just a case of having to settle for second at the time.
Yeah, unfortunately, I let the guys go by in the beginning of the race. I don't know if my car just wasn't in yet, and theirs was a little bit more in, and they drove around me. I couldn't catch them, and we were just staying there, and then the cautions came through, and then track changed, and I was able to get the high side rolling pretty well, and got stuck behind Dylan a little bit. I had to make some moves to get by him, and was able to just hold second and pull away. I mean, Braden was just as fast. I was watching the relative, and we were staying the same, so he had his lead set.
Yeah, those last sort of 5 laps, and especially those last 2 laps, actually, you're about a second and a half behind him, and I guess there just wasn't enough time for you to try and run him down in the end.
Nope, nah. I was hoping for something to happen. Maybe he hit the wall, or maybe not taking enough fuel. But nah, he was.
Tell you what, second's a good night, and you know you also pick up yourself a little extra cash as well. You pick up your $100. It's not a bad night of sprint car racing here on the sim.
Not bad at all.
All right, well look, before we let you get out of here, our sponsor shout out to makes it happen for you.
I'd like to thank Black Diamond Motorsports, all the guys there, and Ultimate Dirt TV, and you for putting on this show, and World of Thunder for putting on this show. I really appreciate those guys, and hats off to Braden and all the fans watching and all the family watching.
All right, there we go. That was Joshua Steinke there in the 077 starter position 2. That's where he comes home. So well done to Josh Steinke. Now we're going to go down to victory lane. He starts position 8 and comes away with the win. It is Braden Hyler. Braden, congratulations on a dominating victory. Considering that you start on the outside of the 4th row, you wasted time to getting to the front, and you wasted no time in getting to the front, and you're able just to drive away from the field. Talk about how you're feeling right now.
Man, I don't know how to feel. I mean, I came into this, not really expecting a whole lot. I wasn't really prepared, but the guys at Team SETI definitely kicked it in, and we all helped each other and threw together something, and it definitely paid off. But yeah, in the beginning, the bottom was really strong, so I just kept running it, and then eventually I noticed, I wasn't able to run it like I used to, and I spun the tires a little bit when I went down and ran it. So I moved my line and started reeling them in, and eventually took the lead and just pulled away with it.
Yeah, once you got to the lead, you weren't really challenged all that much from the guys behind you. But I mean, talk about those last couple of laps. When you had a second and a half lead, what was going through your mind at that stage, knowing that you pretty much had it wrapped up in the bag?
Mainly just don't screw up. That's probably the only thing I really could do, was just not screw up and try to keep it smooth.
All right. Well, look, hey, not only did you get the win here in the World of Thunder Short Track Nasties birthday bash, but $200. It's not a bad little payday for yourself.
Oh, definitely. It definitely be put to good use.
All right. Well, before we let you get out of here and celebrate with the team, I'm sure you got a bunch of people you might need to thank and give a shout out to.
Oh yeah, I'd like to definitely like to thank everyone at Team SETI. Everyone really kicked it in, and we all worked together and definitely pulled out something good for tonight. And everyone out there watching, my dad and family, and you guys, Ultimate Dirt TV for broadcasting, and World of Thunder for putting the show on, and also Britton Roxbury at Rockstar Productions, and the Iracing Network for sponsoring the car for this season.
All right, there we go. That was Braden Eiler in the Dirt Racing Network 05 Team SETI car. He gets the win here tonight, so congratulations to Braden Eiler and the team at Team SETI. Well, that'll do it for night number 2 of the World of Thunder Short Track Nasties birthday bash for the Super Late Models and 360 Sprint cars. They have completed their 2 nights. Of course, tomorrow night they are off. Well, the World of Thunder are off, but however, we're not. The Ultimate Dirt TV crew head over to Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania for the Iracing PA Posse. The 410s Sprint cars at the Williams Grove Speedway. It's going to be an absolute bell ringer of a show. And then, of course, Tuesday night we come back here at the Volusia Speedway Park for the World of Thunder birthday bash continuing. It'll be the street stocks at Volusia Wednesday night. We stay here again. This time we turn our attentions to the UMP Modifieds. And Thursday, keep an eye on the World of Thunder Facebook page and, of course, the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook page. Like I said earlier, we are trying to get the time brought forward so we can bring you the final show of the birthday bash week. And, of course, well, if you're watching on Twitch, don't forget to hit that follow button. Make sure the Get Notifications tab will be notified when we go live is on. Just click on the bell. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And once again, make sure the bell and the Get Notifications tab is on so you can be notified of when we go live. Or you can check out our Facebook page and give it a like, give it a follow. We've just hit the milestone of 2,000 followers after, well, promoting on what we're doing on every broadcast. We've certainly grown in numbers in just amazing in a short amount of time, where it's just a one-man crew here at Ultimate Dirt TV. Of course, you can check out and keep up to date with our schedule at www.ultimatedirttv.com. There'll be a link. There'll be a tab to our schedule page. Of course, all our previous race videos. And, of course, our sponsors as well. Without those guys, none of this would be possible. Of course, a big thanks to Wicked Cushion. Check them out on the social media page. Check them out on the web as well at www.wicked-cushion.com. You can check out Simworks Performance, BK Designs, JR Productions and Media as well. Check them out on the social media pages. The World of Thunder Racing League. Check them out on the web as well at www.wotrl.com. And of course, our newest sponsor here at Ultimate Dirt TV, Turbo Tees. Check them out on the web at turbotees.com. It's TEEZ.com. Or you can check them out on the Facebook and Instagram at Turbo Tees Apparel, Turbo T Apparel. Turbo Tees Apparel. Give them a like, give them a follow. And of course, a big thanks to everyone that has tuned in here, not only this evening, but previously as well. On behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, my name is Brett Wheeler, signing off saying good night. We will see you tomorrow night for the Iracing PA Posse, the 410s at the Williams Grove Speedway. Good night, everyone.